What went into the decision to IL Soto?
Just wanted to play it safe. We just decided to, you know what, take your time, give him time, and then we'll get him back when we'll get him back.
Yo, Mets fans, we need to talk because this is one of those moments in the season that can either break a team or completely change who they become. Juan Soto, your $765 million superstar, is officially out. Calf injury, 2 to 3 weeks. And at first glance, yeah, that sounds like a disaster. You lose your best hitter, you lose your most feared bat, you lose your MVP candidate. And here's the crazy part: the Mets haven't collapsed, they haven't panicked, they haven't folded. They're actually winning. So now the question becomes, did this injury just expose something bigger about this team? Let's break it all down. Let's start with the facts. Soto goes down with a right calf, and if you watch baseball long enough, you already know calf injuries are tricky. Not scary like a torn ligament, not season-ending, but annoying, lingering. Kind of injury where if you rush it, it comes right back. And that's exactly why Mets manager Carlos Mendoza said, we're playing it safe. Translation, they're not risking their $765 million investment. They're not rushing their best player. They are thinking long-term. And honestly, that's the right move because let's be real, this isn't May or June panic mode. This is early season. And Mendoza said it perfectly. Take your time. That's the mindset of a team that believes they're going to be playing in October, not a team desperate to survive April. Now, here's where things get interesting because normally when a team loses their best player, everything falls apart. But the Mets, at this time in this video, they're 4-1 since Soto went down. Let me say that again. 4 wins, 1 loss without Juan Soto. That's not luck. That's not coincidence. That's depth. That's response. That's a team saying, we're not built around one guy. And that's something last year's Mets could not say. Last year, if things went wrong, they stayed wrong. This year, they're adjusting. They're finding ways. They're getting production from everywhere. And it's starting to feel like this team might actually be different. Let's talk about the biggest winner so far, Mark Vientos. Because this dude went from, well, I see him on the roster to you can't take him out the lineup. Before Soto got hurt, he barely played. 1 plate appearance in 4 games. Now, he's starting every day. And he's producing a .956 OPS, better plate discipline, more confidence, more opportunity. And this is the part nobody talks about enough in baseball. Sometimes all a player needs is consistent at-bats. Not 1 game here, not 1 pinch hit there, real opportunity. And Soto's injury gave him that. Now the question becomes, is Vientos forcing his way into this lineup permanently? Because if he keeps hitting like this, you can't sit him, even when Soto comes back. Now let's talk about one of the most interesting situations. Carson Bench, because this is where Mets fans are split. On one side, sit him down, he's not ready. On the other side, let him develop. And the truth is somewhere in the middle because, yes, he's struggling. 0 for 24 at one point. Lots of ground balls, doesn't look like a finished hitter. But he's also not hurting the team. Good defense, versatility, can run, draws walks, put pressure on defenses. And right now, that's enough because the Mets don't need him to be a star. They just need him to not be a liability. And he's doing that. So instead of rushing him back down, they're letting him learn at the big league level. And that's a big decision because it shows the Mets are thinking development and winning at the same time. Now let's zoom out because Soto being out didn't just affect one player. It changed the entire roster. Here's what happened. Brett Beatty moves to the outfield. Vientos gets everyday at-bats. Benj gets more time. Ronnie Mauricio gets called up. Lineup flexibility increases. This is what injuries do. They force teams to adapt. And sometimes that adaptation makes you better because now you find things you didn't know you had. And right now, the Mets are discovering more lineup depth, more flexibility, and more contributors. And that's dangerous because when Soto gets back, now you got more options, not fewer. Now we got to talk about the reality nobody wants to say out loud. Soto's MVP chances, probably going. And not because he's not good enough, but because of one thing, games played. In MLB, that matters a lot. Most MVP winners plays at least 150 games. And now Soto is almost guaranteed to fall below that. And with Shohei Ohtani already dominating, that margin for error is gone. Unless Soto comes back and goes absolutely nuclear, it's going to be tough. But here's the flip side. The Mets don't care about MVPs. They care about October. And this is the part that matters most. This stretch right here, this is where teams are defined because any team can win when everything is perfect. But great teams, they win when things go wrong. And right now, the Mets are proving they can survive without their best player. They can get production from multiple guys. They can adapt on the fly. They can win ugly. That's what playoffs teams do. And if they keep this up, when Soto comes back, this team might actually be better than before. So now I want to hear from you. Are the Mets actually better than we thought? Is Mark Vientos a real breakout? Should Carson Bench stay up or go down? And how worried are you about Soto's long term? Drop your takes in the comments because one thing is clear. This isn't just about Soto being out. This is about the Mets figuring out who they really are. And that might be the biggest storyline of the entire season. See you on the next one.